King Charles III has touched down in Canada for a two-day visit aimed at reaffirming support for the nation's sovereignty, particularly in light of President Donald Trump's remarks about potentially annexing the country. The visit, which began on Monday, was arranged at the invitation of Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, whose party recently triumphed in the general election, against the backdrop of Trump's controversial statements. As the ceremonial head of state, Charles represents Canada, which has remained a Commonwealth realm since achieving independence from Great Britain in 1867. The King is set to open Parliament in Ottawa on Tuesday with a speech from the throne, marking the first time a British monarch has delivered this address in Canada since 1977. Although British monarchs have traditionally steered clear of political involvement in recent years, Charles is anticipated to convey a message of support for Canada, especially in light of comments made by Trump. On Monday, Carney expressed that Canada is honored to host Charles and Queen Camilla, emphasizing that their visit underscores the vitality of our constitutional monarchy and our unique identity. To that end, the speech from the throne will outline the government's ambitious plan to act with urgency and determination, and to deliver the change Canadians want and deserve, to define a new economic and security relationship with the United States, to bring down the cost of living, and to keep communities safe, Carney said in a statement. Canadian officials have firmly dismissed Trump's remarks about the possibility of Canada becoming the 51st state of the U.S., especially as trade tensions between the two nations persist. Canada's representative in the U.K., Ralph Goodale, informed reporters last week that the King, as head of state, will strengthen Carney's message that Canada is not up for sale. Governor-General Mary Simon, who serves as the monarch's ceremonial representative in Canada, has expressed that the royal couple's visit carries profound significance. In her statement, Simon, the first Indigenous person to assume this role, emphasized how the visit reaffirms the enduring constitutional bond that has influenced Canada's evolution into a proud, independent nation. This trip marks King Charles's first visit to the former British colony since he ascended to the throne in September 2022. Barbara Messamore, a history professor at the University of the Fraser Valley, noted that as Canada's monarch, Charles visits the country as a Canadian. The response to the King's visit has been overwhelmingly positive. Messamore told Al Jazeera, "While we may differ on the specifics of our governance, it's clear that modifying this core element of our Canadian Constitution is no easy feat." Justin Vovk, a royal historian at McMaster University, emphasized that the King is not likely to make any overt criticisms of Trump during his visit. Those hoping to hear Donald Trump's name or the phrase, "the 51st state," will likely be let down. Vovk shared with Al Jazeera, "The King is working within a very limited constitutional framework." He also noted that any expressions of support for Canada would be presented in rather broad terms. On Monday, the royal couple interacted with supporters at a park in Ottawa, engaging with vendors and artists. The King took part in a ceremonial puck drop to kick off a street hockey demonstration and later planted a tree at Rideau Hall in another part of the city.